Okay. Let's see. We should be live. Okay. Hello, guys. Hope you can see us. You can hear us. It would be nice if you confirm it again in the chat. Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. How are you doing, guys? Let me, as always, just notify the communities that we're going live and we can dive in. Okay, and this is good. Let me also open the chat on our side. Back for more today. Yes, perfect. Okay. Pretty interesting couple of days, especially on the dollar. So we're going to dive into that. Didn't see that reaction. How about you, Ken, on the dollar CPI?
Yeah, I didn't expect that, to be honest. And
Yeah.
I guess we'll talk about it. But I mean, it's markets are running with what they want to run with because, like really, when you look at those inflation numbers, I'm talking the core, right? The core numbers are still higher. Inflation's still sticky. But this is where markets obviously choose what they want to run with, and they see GDP is cooling. Apparently, they see the labor market as deteriorating, and they see the economy slowing down. Even though we had a strong US had a strong GDP, but and then it's no coincidence with Trump obviously pressuring everybody. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean,
Chaitanya says that we got resound in your voice and Ken's too. Guys, do you hear any echo or anything like compared to the previous live streams? Is it all right? Now it's clear. Sounds
no,
fine
it's
for me.
clear.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So before I pass the mic to Ken with his analysis, I wanted to speak to you guys about the giveaway. So, as said on Monday, for those of you who didn't participate in Monday's live stream session, we basically upgrading to the EA signature evaluations as a part of a giveaway, and we're going to do 50k accounts. So few lucky traders today are going to get the EA signature. Of course, that we missed the 48-hour evaluation challenge on Monday, so we are also going to include few EA1 accounts for traders who are not going to be that lucky with the EA signature. And basically, few signature accounts are going to be given given to you guys today, and then a few next week. And as we grow, the more signature accounts I can provide with. But I'm not still sure what kind of a competition we are going to do. I like the Ken's idea. You can then let me know in the chat, but there are a few options. So first one is the Ken's idea with the news. So basically, we choose some sort of a fundament, and you will provide us with your forecasting, and then the people who are closest to the actual results will win the account. Or then, what I was thinking, and probably I mentioned it last time, we can choose a currency pair, give you like 10 or 15 minutes in the live stream, and then we will ask you either if you'd buy or sell. And at the very end of the live stream, those who would buy are getting the account if the currency pair or the instrument would fall. Basically, those with the profitable trades, potential profitable trades. And those were probably only two ideas that crossed my mind. So I'll let you in the chat decide if you guys have uh, any other idea for these competitions. Just let us know in the chat. Also, you can, or Angel, if you'd have any idea of what we can do outside of this, uh, feel free to share. Today's giveaway, just so you know, today's giveaway is going to be for everyone, and starting next week, it's going to be always, as always, for those who are actively participating in our live streams. Just giveaway anyone here? Okay, option 2. What do you think, Ken or Angel, about giving one currency pair, let's say Euro USD, as traders if they would sell or buy, and then at the very end, those who actually would make money on that trade would be winners of the giveaway?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, but how will we know like the entry price of where they are actually watching the
Mm.
you know the entry, unless they are actually typing in the chat
Yeah.
the entry price they will take for the
No.
asset. Yeah.
Yeah. I meant like we give them, let's say, 10 minutes. We say Euro USD, and after 10 minutes, we just ask the chat. Everyone can write. I'll screenshot everyone's answer. If they would sell at that moment or buy at that moment, and then at the very end of the live stream, I'll just take a look at the the pair that we choose. Let's say Euro USD, and those who would make profit would be the winners.
Okay, that's nice. I mean,
Yeah.
what if everyone choose sales? Like if everyone is taking like the same direction. So I
Oh, then
guess
that would be, you
yeah.
need to do a wheel of names if everyone would be selling and 30 people will win. Yeah, we would
Yeah,
have
I
to
guess
do a
like
wheel of names then.
yeah, the first five which actually here. I mean, if everyone is trading the same direction, of course.
Hmm. Okay, I'll think about it. So I'll probably just leave the screen and the mic to Ken, and
Yes,
just
sir.
think about a few ideas. And after like 10, 15 minutes, I'll just let you know what we're gonna do, guys, for this giveaway. Are you ready, Ken?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'll pass
Always.
it to
I was
you.
born ready. Born ready, baby. Let me share my screen. Um, I'll be a bit different today. I won't start off with a dollar because I'm going to save that for a moment because I'm going to have a bit of a rant today. So let me start off with some trades I've taken today. Oh, crap. What am I doing? Sorry. Let me share my screen. There we go. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Chatanya. We can do the quiz probably, as we have already like 40 people. So if actually all 40 of you are going to sell and all 40 of you are going to get the evaluation, it's going to be uh, kind of problem. So yeah, I'll probably do the same that we started with, which is the quiz. So I'll just, as Ken will be analyze the markets, I'll just paste few questions at the bottom of the screen and then collect the answers. Quiz is fun. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Ken, it's
All
yours.
good, man. All good. I mean, I'm surprised we're here again. It's Wednesday. I felt like yesterday that we were streaming. Time flies. Like I don't know about you guys, but for me, like when you're in these markets, the time it's like I'm here like in my station. Obviously you guys got your setup as well, and just the world is going fast like outside, and you're in like this little time capsule and every the world is just going by. That's what it feels like to me. It's so weird. Oh, but yeah, guys, look, I will start off with some trades that I've taken today. Obviously, if you remember from our stream on on Monday, I was talking about potential longs for GBP Aussie. Um, it was obviously dependent on the RBA, and we had the RBA, and the RBA was surprisingly dovish. Okay, didn't expect that. I didn't expect Michelle Bullock to get off her hawkish horse. They left the door. The RBA left the door open, basically to more cuts. They acknowledged, which they should have acknowledged before. Obviously, as Jake and I have been speaking about before, inflation has cooled in Australia. The jobs market has cooled, so they have every right to be dovish now, and they've left the door open to more cuts. Keep in mind the Australian economy is still vulnerable to, risks as tariffs. All these tariffs with US and China have only been paused. They've been paused for another 90 days, but they're just kicking the can down the road. There's still problems that are looming for Australia as well. So anyway, if we compare, right, the Bank of England, I just want to show you something. I'm just painting a picture here, guys, just so you can just sort of see why I've taken this trade just fundamentally first, and then we'll look at the technicals. I'll go over it very quickly. So obviously last week we had the Bank of England, right? Remember? And this was what's known as a hawkish cut because the Bank of England were not unanimous. They're very split. When we have a very split decision, it means that obviously these guys aren't in agreement of whatever action was decided. So it means down the line, we're not likely to get we're unlikely to get a cut soon because the Bank of England are quite divided at the moment. And the only reason they cut was because growth is lagging a little bit, but inflation's still high. So they're going to be, as I said, it's a one and done situation. Markets are now thinking the Bank of England are not going to be cutting until 2026, early 2026. I think it's February 2026, the pricing at the moment. Whereas fast forward till Tuesday, we had the RBA who cut rates by 25 basis points as expected. The reason why it's dovish is because they left the door open to more cuts. You know, they could cut again at the next decision, depending on where inflation's going. And inflation right now in Australia is cooling. Okay, you can see it there for yourself. That's the quarter and quarter. Anyway, quarter and quarter, year on year, they're both cooling. Okay, and the labor market as well, generally speaking, is cooling. So we saw, and look at wage price index here. Wage price index cooling down to 0.8% from 0.9. That's deflationary. Remember, if we're getting paid less, if wages are coming down, that's likely to have a cooling effect on inflation because people got less money, they're going to be spending less. Anyway, so in my eyes, near term, there's a divergence, a monetary policy divergence between the Bank of England and RBA. Bank of England not going to be cutting again for a while. RBA going to be cutting again soon, most likely. So that's a divergence there. So when you look at GP Aussie, obviously on the weekly, we'd been ranging for a little bit, but we started to push to the upside. We'd staged the rebound a couple of weeks ago, right? And I was eyeing this, as I said, this was a big area here around sort of 205.50, 206, big sort of support there on the higher time frame. The daily, I was monitoring this yesterday, okay? Saw obviously this big bull move. We left this wick. And, when we have momentum, I like to see those wicks being filled. And obviously that's what we're doing today, right? We left the door open for a wick fill. On the 4 hour, now, obviously I said on Monday's call, it's very difficult at the moment for swing traders via the dollar related, which is why, I've been waiting patient for some opportunities on the minor FX side of things, i.e. this. So 4 hour obviously is my engine, right? When I'm looking to enter my swing trades. And as I said to you guys before, when I'm swing trading, right? And obviously here we are now structured. Okay, we have some structure on the 4 hour. High, low, high, low. And now obviously now we're in the process of printing high. Every time I'm entering a swing trade, I want to get in as close as possible. So if I'm buying, I want to get in at this new higher low, right? So I have more chance of this going in my favor, respecting structure and going to the higher high. Okay, obviously if we're in the process of printing lower highs, right, like here, that's where I want to be entering, to swing down to a lower low. So I took that trade. Okay, I waited for this. You see this 4 hour closure here. So I was watching for a retest of this sort of mid 205 region, right? 206.50. So obviously this was supply and then eventually stops being triggered to the upside. Big breakout to the north. Obviously that was on the dovish RBA. And then just watching this retest, simple break retest, right? So I literally just waited for the 4 hour closure, right? I wasn't even too bothered about what was happening there on the 1 hour. I mean, you could see anyway, it clearly found support. So I was waiting for that 4 hour closure, bullish candlestick there, and I entered those longs. Okay, and this is a swing trade now. And when I look left, really, we have every right to head into 210. And really, when you look on the higher time frame, guys, let's just go to the monthly a moment. Structure is bullish. High, low, boom, 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 boom. You get the point. So now this for me is potentially obviously a higher low, and we go and swing to a high. We take out this high here of what month was that? April. All right, so that's that. I'm not going to go into grave detail about the fundamentals GP NZD because I've just spoke about GP. NZD the same sort of thing as RBA, right? Labor market's cooling, inflation's cooling. The RBNZ are getting ready to cut again. Okay, they're leaving the door open to more cuts. It was the same sort of position, really. We'd on a weekly big support at 223. Okay, on the daily, obviously we're in a firm trend to the upside. Similar candlestick as GP Aussie, as you can see there. We're going to go fill that wick. 4 hour structure is nice and bullish, and it's the same sort of entry. Okay, exactly same sort of entry. Waited for that 4 hour closure. Good thing here, we had a nice little reversal candlestick there, validated by that closure above, and then just entered. Literally, it was just ahead of that 4 hour closure, and now just running this same sort of thing. Really, just looking to swing this into this high area here, just being conservative. I mean, in theory, it should run to a higher high, but I'm being conservative there with 229, 230, excuse me, is the target. So that's that. So those are the two positions I'm running right now. Before I go into dollar, I don't know if Jake, you have anything?
About you and EU.
Yeah, anything?
Yeah. Well, I was also surprised, as probably you were, with the CPI reaction. Though right now I would be probably bullish on both, as you said. I was also doing the question, so sorry I didn't hear all of it, but
No.
I like the positions that you are having right now. I was
Mm.
actually, before the CPI went in, I was thinking still about shorting the AUD USD, but after I saw the reaction, I think for the rest of the week, the dollar will go up. I think till we priced fully the rate cut and the potential second rate cut, then we want to get a little bit of correction, but still, I believe maybe even next week we can anticipate some bearish momentum on dollar.
Mm. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So those are those running. Look. Yeah, with dollar. Let's go for dollar. Okay. Before I get into details, right? I just need to just get this off my chest a moment. So, if if we look at the US economy, it's going to make something very, very clear. The US economy, when we're cutting rates, remember, guys, economics 101, when we're cutting rates, we're supposed to be seeing a slowdown, right? We're supposed to be seeing a slowdown in inflation. We're supposed to be seeing a slowdown, like a decent slowdown in the labor market. We're supposed to see a decent slowdown in growth. Now, as a reminder, okay, just look at moment quickly. We've got unemployment claims tomorrow, and I'm sure that'll just reconfirm what I'm saying. Look at the unemployment claims of late. It's been good. We've had a good run of unemployment claims. The US labor market, when you look at the US unemployment rate, we looked at this yesterday. Employment rate is at 4.2% anyway. I don't need to bring it up. It's at 4.2%. Have I crashed? Oh, here we go. I'm back. Sorry, my computer freaked out there. And then when you look at US GDP, okay, US GDP, the economy is expanding 3%. It's smashed expectations of 2.5% and a big bounce back from the previous contraction. So we are getting calls from US Treasury Secretary, obviously Trump's puppet. Trump's got his hand up Bessent's bum for a call of 150 basis points or more by the Federal Reserve. So this is indirect bullying and indirect influence. Then you've got Trump threatening a major lawsuit against Federal Reserve Powell. Like, if I was Powell, I'd be taking this mother beep to court. Like, this is serious, like, defamation. Like, this is a clear abuse from Trump. Anyway, so he's threatening a major lawsuit. And in this as well, he also said that Powell is too late. He should be pushing for aggressive cuts. So there's a lot of chatter when there shouldn't be from the government. Like, a government should not be trying to indirectly and directly influence the Fed to cutting rates. Any central bank, it just shouldn't be happening because they're a separate entity. It's a conflict. So, as I said before, in the last stream, that we've now got obviously FOMC turning dovish, and it simply comes down to a lot of pressure now. This is external pressure on them, and these guys are falling for that pressure. And then now that's why we've got, when you look at the CME watch tool, this has nothing to do with inflation. Okay, it's bullshit, BS. We've now got a 96.3% probability that we're going to be FOMC are going to be cutting rates in September. I say it's BS because when you look at inflation in the United States on the core, this is what central banks look at because it strips out the volatility of food and energy prices. That gives you every major institution, economists know that that's what you need to be looking at. Okay, the core, that's what central banks look at. So the core is higher. And a lot of people are saying that the tariffs haven't even fully kicked in yet into these prices. But markets are choosing to run with, just go on Forex Factory, you'll see, markets are choosing to run with these numbers. That's not core, that inflation's cooling. 0.2% month to month, 2.7% year on year. That includes the volatility of food and energy. Okay. So, and that apparently is inflation cooling, bear in mind, but it's not. So my point is that why we should sell dollar, okay, sorry, this is not financial advice, but why the dollar should get screwed over is because there is a lack of credibility. From an investor perspective, there is a lack of credibility, and the Trump is the root cause of that. He is the cancer for that, to be honest with you. And I hope the dollar bleeds, really bleeds because of this, okay? So rant over. I think dollar remains vulnerable now, guys, as we expect these rate cuts, as we lose credibility, investors lose credibility in the US economy, and this is why we've seen major calls from other leading central bankers and institutions that the dollar should be stripped of its reserve currency status because of this corruption. This is corruption, to be honest with you. So anyway, that's that. I had to get that off my chest. With that being said, look, euro, is clearly structured to the upside. Okay, there is obviously, as I said, it's very choppy, but we are clearly in the process now of trying to print the high. It's just a freaking roller coaster. I laugh because, I said about that before, and then, this is pushing the upside. We've broken out when you look on the 4 hour here. Sorry, my computer's just lagging a little bit. I think they're trying to shut me down. They're trying to shut me down because my rant. So this is structured to the upside: high, low, high, low, and then obviously we're in the process now of high, and you can see where we want to go. We want to go and challenge these highs of last month. We're going into 117.80. So yeah, bullish moves here for euro. I don't expect to slow down there. Same with GU, looking pretty damn bullish. And I said in our stream on Monday, if I'm bullish anything, I would be more bullish GBP because of that hawkish cut from the Bank of England, right? So the GBP actually has a real edge versus dollar near term, especially if we do get that cut in September and we get more thereafter from the FOMC, leaving the door open to more. This can play out and head to 137.50, and it can go to 140. When you look left here, there's a lot of room to just run back into 140 territory, and the same with euro, it can go to 120. So dip buying for these right now, and we're going to continue to push higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
May
that.
I just quickly ask you, what is your opinion about Australian dollar, Japanese yen? Because if you remember, I was shorting.
Yeah.
Actually, my stop loss was hit, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It's trading. You can't win all the time. But I still kind of like the view of it, especially right now on lower time frames, creating a new lower high. And we don't have that much of a bullish momentum at this point. So, what's your opinion on that? If you have any,
Yeah.
I guess you are not trading this pair, but
yeah, I'm not trading it, right? And really, let me be honest with you. When you look at the fundamentals specifically around the Australian economy versus Japan, you would lean towards yen having edge over AUD. Okay.
Yeah.
However, I think in the markets right now, there's still this risk appetite. We've tariffs of sort of okay for now. We've got this optimism with Russia and Ukraine. We've got Trump meeting Putin on Friday, which is going to be very important at setting market sentiment for next week. If those
Ken, you probably just
go
got frozen.
Must have time at present, and I think that comes down to there's risk appetite.
Can you repeat the last two sentences because you got a little bit frozen there?
Yeah. So I'll just say that did you hear me about Trump and Putin?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that Swiss. Yeah, so that's on Friday, and obviously that can set market sentiment for next week if these talks go well. But CHF and JPY are just not having a great time right now because they're obviously safe havens and there's risk appetite in the markets. So when I look at this, I think, to be honest with you, it can carry on pushing to the upside. The way this monthly candlestick is right now suggests to me that we're going to have another pop higher. It looks like it wants to take out, obviously, the highs of July and carry on pushing. Weekly, am I still here, Jake?
Yeah, you're here. We can
hear. Sorry, it's my computer. It's lagging out today. I need to update it. But basically, we're in the process of printing higher highs, higher lows. In my opinion, it's still structured to the upside, and this was obviously our new higher low. And now we're sort of running to the north. We just need to take out all this resistance here at 97. I think this is going to potentially run clear for a little while. Okay, until sentiment changes. But sentiment is about risk appetite at present. I think this can carry on. Just take out those highs potentially at 97s.
Yeah, probably too risky. I don't know why I'm so focused on this pair. Maybe the trading psychology, because I lost money on this one, so I want to get it back, which is not smart, guys, just so you know. But I kind of still like the structure. I'll probably just listen to you and just leave my hands out of it. Just wanted to
Yeah,
quickly remind.
I think,
Sorry, go ahead.
no. Go on.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind guys in the chat, because they were asking, probably those of you who are new here, you don't know about the quiz. So basically at the bottom of the screen, I'll display a questions. Whenever you see the question, I'll leave it there for 20, 30 seconds. Answer as fast and as best as you can in the chat, because then I do screenshots. And eventually after the last quiz question, I'll take a look who were the people who were answering earliest, and then I'll announce it. Probably this one is going to be for the EA signature, the 50k. So I'm going to do more questions, and I'm not going to do all the time the first guy who answered correctly, but then I'll take a look those of you who answered most of the time correctly, and I'll probably give at least like 5 the 50k accounts, and I'm going to, or maybe more, and then I'm going to also give a few EA1 accounts. Just wanted to remind the chat what's this quiz about. Yeah, sorry,
Whoa.
we can get back to the market.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, let me just...
I just realized, I was really lagging. I'm just watching the replay here on my screen. I was really lagging. So apologies, guys. I hope you heard everything that I said anyway. It's because I'm running a lot of things on my computer right now, and it needs to be updated as well. So sorry about that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Jake.
Least,
that's that. I don't really have...
No, I think you still lagging. Probably maybe you can try to refresh the tab. So come here again into the studio. Maybe that might help. But I think you still... Angel, can you hear Ken clearly, or is it still lagging at...
Yeah, he was broken like a few seconds ago.
Yeah, Ken is still lagging. Okay, Chad, this is the moment when you make fun of me that I'm not paying electricity bill. This is the moment where you can make fun of Ken for not paying the electricity or internet bill. Is it still here? No, he's not even here. It's just black screen. Okay, so where did we end up? Let me open the charts before Ken get back, and I can share a few markets that I'm watching at this moment. So this is the trading view. Yeah, this is the case why I like Australian dollar Japanese yen, because we bounced from 96.8, and guys who are watching me for longer than just 1-2 live streams, you know that I like these levels, 8 and 3s. We bounced basically from the zone up to 97, which is pretty strong resistance, and then we basically created new lower high. So I was thinking, if we are going to actually get some bearish momentum on this one, we might heading back towards 96 at least, which is right now about 50 pips below. That would be my trade. It's an intraday trade, it's not a swing trade, but I'm still interested. Let me see what Ken told me.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, he's just refreshing the computer. Okay, yeah, rebooting, fine. So he'll be back soon. So that's my idea behind the Australian dollar Japanese yen.
Did you get any action, Jake, this week? Did you get any action already trading?
No, not really. And the reason why is because, and it was Angel's idea, that we all going to, me, Angel, and Ken, we are going to get a E8 account, and then at least me, depends on Ken and also Angel, on the Monday's live stream, I'm going to share it with you. Either I'll provide you with investor's password so you can see this account grow, or then I'll be also sharing it every week, so you have some sort of a confirmations that we are traders that are in the long run successful. So that's why I didn't enter any trades, and I think I will. And Ken is back. I will on Monday next week, probably, maybe even this week. We'll see. Ken is back, but you muted.
TBA,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey guys, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Yeah,
He's back.
I think we can hear you clearly now.
Good.
Did
Hey,
someone
sir, welcome
say
back.
something funny in the chat? You laughing? Internet lag one can't be great. Okay, yeah. So when you are lagging, you get in comments like internet lag one let can be great. When I'm lagging, people usually tell me that I live under the bridge. So where is the fairness in this? There's no fairness. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, Ken is back, so I'm going to. I was just explaining the Australian dollar Japanese yen, why I like it, at least back as a correction towards the 96 zone, which is like 50 pips, so intraday trade. And because we bounced from 96.8, which is 8 and 3s are the levels that I watch the most. So yeah, still kind of like it, but probably I'll keep in mind your recommendation for it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm going to stop screen sharing and I'm going to get back on a quiz so I can deliver more questions for the chat.
Awesome.
And you can.
Yeah, I'll carry on.
Share it again.
Guys, just out of interest, just obviously putting up gold here. Is anyone bullish or bearish gold right now? Bullish or bearish? Drop it in the chat just out of interest. Just want to see where people are. People's general views. It's right bull or bear in the chat.
Bullish, bearish,
bullish. Okay, it looks like we're more bullish. All right.
Still
yeah.
bullish. We were telling them for like 2 months to be bullish on gold, so they probably still holding to that idea.
Yeah. I agree with you guys. Like, I still remain bullish. It's just we're going through this consolidation period. I mean, we really and truly we have been for a while, haven't we? Since April. I didn't feel like this was that long ago, this nice clean run that we had, but now we're just obviously ranging and we will get that breakout. But obviously, as I said, what I was just saying with the yen pairs is that we do have risk appetite in the market. So it's just sort of capping gold a little bit right now. But obviously, if we do get that, look, 2 things. One, as I said to you guys on Monday, we are in the summer months, so volume's very low. Okay, so we may get a nice pickup in September, which is only 2 weeks away, bear in mind, which is crazy. The second point is that, remember, in September, we've got the FOMC, and these guys are going to start cutting rates. And don't forget that from an economics perspective, from a market perspective, when a central bank, obviously, i.e. the FOMC, starts cutting rates, what happens is obviously the rate on the fixed income, when people investing in treasuries is coming down, right? As a benchmark is coming down. So what a investor will do is it pushes the flows, it shifts capital flows away from treasuries and into gold because the yields coming down. That's why gold benefits in rate cutting cycles. Gold thrives in QE, when the central bank being super dovish, gold loves it. So maybe that's our catalyst, right? Maybe that's our catalyst, a rate cut in September, and then they leave the door open to more cuts. Maybe that's the catalyst. But right now, gold just, if we analyze it top down, we're not doing a whole lot. Obviously, we had this big bearish engulfing, and then we staged a rebound, right? A reversal candlestick, and that being validated with some buying so far. If you ask me, I think this is going to come all the way down, okay? At least down to 32.85. You see how we got this consolidation right now. Don't be sucked into potentially buying here. I personally think that we need to drop. You guys know I like my bearish flags. And I see this as potentially breaking out and playing out to that downside. When you look on a daily, that it would be coming down to here. Maybe we reload at 32.80, but I think that's where I'd like to see the price, first of all, before any buying comes into play. All right. Unless we go and start breaking back above 3,400. Until we're above that, I remain bearish near term on gold. Okay, and down here, I'd love to look.
Can you just close the window in your right bottom corner?
Sorry.
Yeah, perfect, no problem.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so guys, this is what I'm looking at for potential buys down here. All right, this looks vulnerable. I think we should get a nice little drop to the downside. Just replicate these moves here, and then we'll push back to the north. All right, that's my personal sort of opinion on that right now. I don't know, Jake, do you have much of a view on gold at present?
On gold?
Yeah.
I don't trade gold intraday, so I would be with you bullish, but never been bearish on gold since we started doing those live streams.
Mm.
So in my view, there's still not, and especially with if the dollar is going to get weak, then I think the gold can perform really well. So yeah, a swing as a swing trader, I'm still bullish on gold, definitely.
Okay, fair. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I'll just potentially look at longs down here personally, guys. I think we'll do something like this and then play out there. You know,
oh, you going? You about to sell?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to enter into any shorts at the moment because just the whole like from weekly to daily, and then 4 hour. It just they all paint different pictures to me at the moment. But I'm just saying near term, I think we're going to drop before we buy.
That's a possibility. Yeah.
So this is the zone that I'm looking at, basically.
Let me also open the charts because I haven't checked on the gold actually, to be honest.
Yeah, this is a huge.
Yeah,
this is a huge
that's
area.
basically the bottom of the range, like 3.3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's possible. It's possible. We're ranging for a long time, actually.
I know it's horrendous.
Mm.
It's awful. Yeah, we've been really ranging for a long time. Look at it. Awful.
Yeah, that's true. Since probably, yeah. Whoa, damn. Is it April?
Whoa, damn.
Yeah, I wasn't using. I was using smaller time frames, but now when I see it like zoomed out, okay. Yeah, I'm not an intraday trader on gold, so I wouldn't be selling. It's kind of when I compare the risks of buying gold and selling the gold, I still believe that are bigger risks when you go for shorts on gold. But yeah, it's very possible that you might break down for a while.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
I'm just quickly scanning through. Yeah, that's it from my side of everything that I wanted to cover.
Yeah, let me see if I have something that I would share. Basically, also, I wanted to speak to you about this idea that Angel had, and I'm going to do it. Angel is already trading it. How about getting the EAD account and then just trading on that as well? So at least I will be on Mondays, Wednesdays, then sharing the account with traders to like provide them with some of my track record. Would you like to join in with this idea that I would give you an account basically? And at E8, you can trade it as much as you like, and share basically the trades on it as well whenever you take them.
Are you talking to me, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah. So say that again. Sorry.
Yeah, if you'd be open, because Angel got this idea already. He already started trading the E8 signature, if I'm not mistaken. Angel. Yeah. So I'm going to do the same. And if I'll provide you with an account, would it be possible for you to trade at the same time? I know you're trading a different account at the same time trading this one, so we can then probably provide traders with some of our track record.
Man,
I'll be probably at least sharing those, like the account that I will be trading probably this week or on Monday. And then I'll be continuously either providing them with investors' password or sharing it on every live stream, just to give them some sort of an inside look of what's our trading like.
Definitely, let's do it. Let's run it.
Okay, perfect.
Get me set up. Let's run it.
And the second question for you: do you have any fundamental analysis questions for the chat as a part of the quiz? Because we had already 2 questions. And I need more of them, but I'm thinking about something from the fundamental analysis, as we've got a lot of people who are not here for the first time, so they will probably already know as they're watching us for 3 months. It doesn't have to be right now. I'm going to take a look at the market. Just if you'd think of any question regarding the fundamental, feel free to put it out. Okay, let me check on the markets. So I was watching the Australian dollar again, but it's kind of boring sharing Australian dollar every week. So let me see if I have something else. US dollar and Japanese yen also doesn't look bad if we break down. But it's also kind of someone in the chat saying something funny.
Yeah. Well, no. Some people are saying, "Jake, are you the owner of E8 Markets?" And someone's answering you saying yes, and then this guy's saying, "That's crazy."
Sorry, once again.
They're basically that. A few of the guys think you're the owner of E8 Markets. So.
No, guys. I'm not the owner. I just cooperating with E8. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, Audi hours thrown really Japanese yen is always a fire combo. Yeah, it is. Audi is just chilling. And guys, any questions that sorry, any questions, any pairs that you would like us to take a look at? Because I don't have anything specific.
Is that
The yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, forgot.
Yeah.
Angel, didn't you say something? So now the indexes analysis from Angel.
No.
Forgot
I was
about
waiting
it.
for you guys to finish, actually. So
no
yeah, that's
problem.
fine.
I'll just do a few currency pairs. So in the meantime, you can carry on.
All right.
Euro GBP looks good. Yeah, I'll probably do the Euro GBP after the Angel. You probably need to stop sharing the screen, I think, Ken, in order for Angel.
I can do it. No worries. Yeah. Well,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
GBP Swiss
Mr.
franc.
GP Swiss entry. Oh, sorry. I'll stop sharing. Sorry, I just heard you.
No
No,
problem.
it's all good. All good.
It's all good. Yeah.
I think it's good now, right?
Yeah, we can see the chart.
All right. So, yes, as expected, pretty much. Of course, I really wanted the news and the data to actually take the lows and confirm the bears for this gap. It didn't happen. We actually respected the bullish structure here. We reacted from this gap here on the H4. As you can see, guys, I mean, the structure was really, really clean because we had impulse, retracement, all just retracement into the gap on a discount retracement. It was actually clean. If you guys got any longs yesterday, the setup was actually super clean because as soon as we hit that H4 gap, right, we swept Asian low, so we had this scan confirmation here to get in bulls, right? It was actually really nice, really clean day. Nothing much because we finally made it to the all-time highs again, right? So here's where you gotta, trade cautious. Right now, I'm going to be expecting the price to continue this momentum to the upside. As you guys can see, we have a new leg in price here for the SP 500. I'll be waiting for that retracement below the equilibrium of this leg, right? And right below we have this gap here on the H1, which is, I think it's also a gap here on the H4, yes. So we have a gap here. I want to see how the price is going to trade tomorrow with the data that we have, because we might see reaction from here to continue higher for the rest of the week. And then we, of course, how is trading with all-time highs. It's not the same because you don't know what's going to happen. So you're always pretty much trying to find a place where the price is going to stop going up, right? So it's better to just be bullish until you're proven wrong, right? It's completely better here. So yeah, for tomorrow, SP 500, just a retracement back into the equilibrium to see if we can actually react from this gap here in the hourly time frame. So I will want to see what happens here during Asia London. If we have, again, another can confirmation here, it's going to be beautiful to take longs for tomorrow. I always wait after news to see what's going on. You just do not just go and jump straight into longs when the price is actually trading like this, because you gotta pick the best setup on this market conditions, right? So that's pretty much for SP 500. Let me see if someone have any questions in the chat. I'm not sure if you guys hear me actually.
Yeah, sure.
you're all
We can
good.
hear you well.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
was kind
good.
of like, what's going on? Okay, so there's nothing on the chat. So yeah, so that's for SB 500. Just waiting for a retracement back into the equilibrium on this leg here, which is this hourly gap, 4-hour gap as well. So let's see what happens tomorrow. It's really, really, really interesting area to trade. On YM, I got it wrong. That's completely normal, right? I was waiting for the price to actually dump from this retracement since we have some sort of confirmation. The price was just consolidating here and stuck. And then after the data on CPI, we just fly, right? Just we had this spike higher here. So pretty much the same thing. I'm going to wait for Dow Jones to just retrace into the equilibrium of this leg to continue look for longs here. So now we are changing gears on YM just because of what happened here. So now we're trading higher. So it's going to be nice if we get our retracement back into the equilibrium to actually take the longs here off and create a new high in the market. I really wanted lower, like a deeper retracement into the higher time frame. It's not happening. But if you actually look at the weekly time frame, we have this gap here, and we are actually rejecting the 50% of the weekly gap. As you can see, we traded back into the gap, and we are now rejecting and respecting the 50% of the gap. So that's actually gives an idea that we're now, with this confirmation here, that we're now going to trade higher. So for YM, I'll be waiting for a pullback into the equilibrium again. 50%, 60%, 70%, whatever that matches here below the 50%, it's going to be nice to look for longs. Pretty much the same for NASDAQ. As you can see, we do have a beautiful order flow here. Just buys, higher lows and higher highs, higher lows and higher highs. We have this 4-hour gap here where we are trading to continue this bullish structure here. If we go to the hourly time frame, we can see we also have this one. And so why I do like this one, because it's the same case. If we use a Fibonacci, we do have a leg, and then we have a retracement, and we want to get involved below the equilibrium, below the 50%. Of course, if we're going too long, it's going to be like more optimal, it has more probabilities. So it will be nice to see a displacement back into this range here for Asia, London, and of course, New York. So this is going to be pretty much the plan that I have for tomorrow with the sessions, with this gap here. I will need a proper confirmation. I'm going to wait after the news release at 10 a.m. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much for NQ.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for sharing your overview of indexes. I'm not trading them, so can't really review that with you. But so far, your tactical looks pretty good, actually. I've actually since you joined on the live streams talking about indexes, looking for fair value gaps, I've included this into my analysis. Not paying that much attention to it, but just keeping an eye on it. How does it play on a Forex? Ken, is that something you do on Forex? Also paying attention to fair value gaps? Or
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay.
I don't look at them at all. Yeah, no, I don't.
How about you guys in the chat? Do you trade fair value gaps in Forex market, or is it something that you do only on indexes? Yes, I trade. I love fair value gaps. Okay, a lot of people actually do. That's interesting on the indexes.
Interesting.
Because I guess a lot of strategies, like the generally speaking,
Yeah,
the
there's a lot
famous
of
one,
things,
have them.
You don't really need actually to trade with FVGs. You can just, structure, Fibonacci, whatever makes sense. But yeah, when you match these gaps with a leg in price and you have a retracement, you know what you're looking for. So pretty much everyone just, you know.
I've got probably one more question for the quiz, but I'll just say it just to find out how many people paying attention, because I spoke about it for like an hour last week or the previous week. Well, guys, how many of you know what are the top three economic indicators that Fed or any other central bank watches the most? There are three indicators that mostly are the most important when it comes to monetary policy decision with the central bank.
That's a nice question.
Just wanna, yeah, give me your three best guesses on this when it comes to interest rates, when it comes to monetary policy decision for the central bank. What are they watching the most throughout the month? Okay, perfect. Just make a screenshot. Did you come up with any questions, Ken, or do you want to keep it for the next time? No worries. I don't want to put you in a situation like this, so no worries. We can.
Let me ask, because
Okay.
I don't think if someone knows this, then I'll be surprised. I haven't actually thought of the question yet, but I'm just going to speak this quickly. Okay, here we go. All right. So when a central bank, obviously there's another action that central banks take outside of interest rates. It comes down to quantitative easing. So with quantitative easing, does anyone know the answer of? Let me ask two questions to this. One, what are they actually doing with quantitative easing? What's the actual? Don't just tell me they're printing money. What are they actually doing? That's the question, actually. Yeah. So, what is a central bank doing when they're conducting quantitative easing? What's like the main operation that they are doing?
Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
Yeah, it is. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, but the point, guys, of this is basically just to teach you something from the fundamental analysis, because me and Ken, we're mostly fundamental. So, in order for you to understand that, you need to learn it with us. Let me take a screenshot. One.
So are we? When people get put in the question answers, what's happening here? Are you?
Yeah. I'm just screenshotting the answers, and then I'm going to review it and basically announce the winners of the giveaway.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. I'll just screenshot it and I'll take a look at it. Is it important? Yeah, that's true. Hey Jake, so is no one giving an account? Okay, perfect. So yeah, we've got a lot of answers. I'm going to also include everyone at the bottom. Okay, so how is it going to work now, guys? For the quiz, this is going to be for the 50k EA signature, the new evaluation accounts, and I need a little bit of more time to just review all of the answers and find out how many of you answered correctly most of the quiz questions, and who was the first one, second one, third one. I'm not going to do that just the fastest one, because some of you guys might have an internet connections just like Ken, and then you might answer a little bit later. So I'm going to review it. Give me like 15 minutes, 20 minutes after the live stream, and in the comment section I'll include all the winners, okay, of the EA signature evaluation, the 50k one. And as for EA1 evaluations, I was also thinking, because there were a few people challenging me for the chess. And I would like to have a game of a chess. So probably what I'm going to do is to connect with some people, some of those one who are participating in our live streams very often. Just hit me with a message on Instagram. I know who you guys are, those one who are participating often, and we can have a game of chess. If you beat me 1v1, E81 account is yours. So yeah, I think for the 50k, I'm gonna give like 5-7 accounts to those of you who were answering the quiz, and then E81 accounts depends on how many games I'm going to lose today or tomorrow. So that's as for the giveaways. This is not the last one, just by the way, guys. We're going to do it more often. For the next week, I also have the giveaway for E81 as well as for the E8 signature. So just so I know, do you guys have any questions about the E8 signature? I'm here live, so if any of you have anything, I think there were a few questions before we even started, but I can't go that far in the chat. So if you have anything, please let me know. I'll gladly answer those questions for you.
Yeah, I will encourage everyone to actually read the rules as well on our website.
Yeah.
That is super, super important.
Yeah, basically, there's a help center that you can go always when you don't know or when you're wondering about something regarding the rules. I just quickly remind the E8 signature. Yeah, now the question from Robert: what is E8 signature? Basically, it's a new evaluation that E8 came up with. The reason was that there's a lot of traders who trade multiple markets. And let's say for Forex, there's E81, E8 Classic, E8 Track, but they have different rules than futures that on the futures market, like Model 1, Model 2, Model 3. So E8 came up with E8 Signature Account. It's a new evaluation that has the same rule across all the markets. So Forex, futures, and crypto. And probably the best part of it is that some of you might actually wonder about activation fee. You basically purchase the account. If I compare it with the 8-1, you can buy, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for $300, 100K E81. But with the E8 signature, you can buy 100K for $150, which is like a half. But then only after you pass the simulated funded stage, to explain it very simply, you pay the activation fee, which is like the second half compared to the 8-1. So it makes probably the same, which is like $300 for E81. But if you fail it, you lost $300. But if you go with the E8 signature, you pay 150, and then right after you pass, and only then you will pay additional 150. So I think it's a more safe option. Of course, that as well, the E8 signature has daily pulse. The thing that you were guys asking about for a long time. So it's back. It was on the E8 Pro. Now it's back on E8 Signature. So I think it's really good account. I think this one is probably the best at E8. That's so far. Not the best, but we also there's other accounts that I like, but actually right now I would prefer this one. Also has payout, but yeah, free money give. Okay, so I'm going to also include the link. If you want to, you can go to Yet Markets and there's a help center. All the questions will be answered there. Just every objective, every rule. There's just few sentences. You'll understand it very easily. Just so you know. Let me also double check the chat, but there's so many questions. Come on. Is there monthly a fee for signature accounts? Monthly
For
fees are for
futures.
futures. Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you trade futures, it's that. Thinking if I forgot something. Probably not. Guys, tomorrow, if you want to, just so you know, tomorrow I'm going to do another live stream, the account reviews, where we just go through our most successful traders, looking at their journeys, looking at their results, trying to figure out what's the trader's approach to the market. So if you want to know, if you want to participate, the live stream is going to be tomorrow, 6 p.m. again, UK time. So, okay, giveaway, Jake. Yeah, J for free evaluation. The giveaway, I think I explained it. Yeah, you can rewatch it back. Basically, the quiz for the E8 signature accounts and the E8 one. Few that I saw in the chat, they are very often in our live streams. Are going to get it right away in the comment section below the video, and we can play with some other traders who are new here and wants to play chess with me for free evaluation. Let's get it. So that's all from me. I'm not going to waste any more of your time, traders, because some of you are already having a midnight. Apparently, I've been messaged. So sorry for do that late. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Angel, for sharing your analysis, sharing your insights. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And also appreciate you guys coming here. I'll see you tomorrow probably. And Ken and Angel, I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah.
Alright.
Perfect.
Awesome, guys. Cheers, Jake.
Cheers,
Cheers, Angel.
guys. And in about 30 minutes, check the comments under this video for the winners of the giveaway. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.